you don't get everything out, or you're, talking over the Dick Bramer, or about to, and so there, and I think there are just those kinds of little things about that are technical broadcast things, not analysis things, and if he wants to be, like I said, if he wants to do this and be really, really polished at it, it would be very easy for him to relatively quickly be outstanding, I think.
Yeah, and the cool thing for me is, I was actually up in the Twins front office the day or the day after they drafted Morneau. He was just kind of getting in, and somebody introduced me to him. This is back in the Metrodome, of course, and it was almost like he couldn't form a sentence. He was,
I was surprised at how quickly he was downright loquacious on air.
Yeah.
He has no problem talking about baseball on air, and I've known him for a long time, and we've always had a bit of an affinity, and I believe that our relationship's always been really good. Just kind of peripherally, and standing around the batting cage. I've talked with him an awful lot of different things, interviewed him, talked about hitting, and he's not exactly Torrey Hunter.
Right.
So he's on the other end of the spectrum as just a general personality. I think just generally what he's like, and just what you're saying, and so to hear him just out it comes, on the air was surprising.
And I saw a change in him. He was always very quiet as a young player. Then, when he was bouncing back and forth, he was a little paranoid, between here and the minor leagues. He was fine. He was always good to deal with, but he was just very cautious. And you couldn't tell if that was because he didn't have anything to say or didn't want to say it. Then he started winning. When they started winning in 2006, and he was surging toward the MVP, it was like it clicked for him. And not players don't have to do this, but it really works well for some players when it does click in this way. He started going, okay, I'm having a great year. Our team's having a great year. Everybody wants to talk to me. I'm just going to make this part of my routine. I'm going to come stand in front of my locker after the game. I'm going to say nice things about my teammates. I'll offer whatever. And he just became really in that 2-3 month stretch, he became a go-to person if you really wanted to have a good conversation about baseball, and he was very willing. He was, again, without being Torrey, who almost commanded the attention, he became a great person to talk to about baseball, and that's translated into exactly what we're seeing now, I think.
Yeah, I think so too, and he knows a lot about the game, and he's excited about talking about it. And this is here's the best example of what we're talking about now about Justin. First time we did a game together this year, we got done with it with the game. Took the headphones off. We're getting ready to go, and his face just lit up. He goes, "That was really fun." So, there you go.
Yeah. Let's get Roy's musical selection of the week. I want to thank berrycoffee.com, whizkids.tech, Tony Hoagland, your State Farm agent in Champlin. And again, if you want to help out the network, order Bite Squad. Use the promo code TalkNorth. Get your first delivery free. Use TalkNorth after that, just as a favor to us. We appreciate it. What's your musical selection this week?
I ran across a song. I'm listening to this song on satellite radio. I'm just clicking, dialing around satellite radio in my car one day, and I hear this bluesy voice, and then this wonderful bluesy guitar riff, and it was the Marcus King Band. Have you ever heard of the Marcus King Band? Well, nor had I. And the song is called Homesick. And the best way I can describe this, and I have not had a chance to listen to any other Marcus King Band songs, and so I'm going next time we're on, I hope to have some other individual song recommendations from the Marcus King Band, because I hope this is the only song that they've ever done or will ever do that I'll like. But I really like this song, Homesick, and he sounds like he's the singer and lead guitarist, and his voice in this song sounds like an R&B version of Chris Stapleton, the country singer.
Yeah,
I love Chris Stapleton, and this sounded to me, I won't say a lot like, but it was just reminiscent to me of if Chris Stapleton was going to do R&B, this is what he'd sound like, or if this guy wanted to sound like Chris Stapleton, he's doing a pretty good job of it. Not exactly like his voice, it's just just reminded me of that. But anyway, Marcus King Band, Homesick. If you like bluesy R&B stuff, which, as you know, I do. Good tune, really fun.
Absolutely. And I'm blanking. I was going to bring up one, and I'm blanking.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's just I'm having an airhead moment, which is not unusual for our listeners to witness.
Think what I have to deal with.
I know, exactly. The guy from Austin, the great guitar player, blues, modern blues, rock, skinny guy. And why am I blanking? I just watched him on Austin City Limits.
No, not big hair.
No, the cool hat.
I don't know.
Boy, how can I be blanking on this guy? I love this guy. Gary Clark.
Oh, Gary Clark, sure.
Clark. I don't know why I blanked on that. Listen to him all the time. I was watching, you can Google it, you can YouTube it. Gary Clark, anytime he plays Austin City Limits, just lights it up.
Yeah, my son Jeffrey is a gigantic Gary Clark fan. Told me about him, years and years and years ago. He and his buddies were on to Gary Clark a long time ago and introduced me when Gary Clark was not as huge as he is now, but yeah, he's fantastic.
You know what? Josh Broughton asked a Twitter question. He asked whether you would use, all-in-one conditioner shampoo or use two separate. Josh Broughton,
another hair shot.
Yeah, I know. He's a great actor, from the Midwest, and he's a big Minnesota sports fan. I should have done this earlier in the show, but Josh, you need to get involved with the show. We'll have you on, or we'll let you make fun of Roy face to face, whatever you want to do.
That's easy enough. Yeah. You come in with any of your hair care product suggestions if you have any, and just to be totally honest, as we always are, and answer all the questions as best we can. Never all in one. It has to be a process.
And why doesn't anybody ever ask me about my haircut or care products? Why is that?
Well, because I think people would be afraid if they used them that this would be the before and after image is just not right.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition.